Good morning, Hebrew Nation. So it took me a few days to get this together because I want you to be able to understand and process everything that I give you. And I am meticulous about bringing evidence to back up everything that I say. Today will be no different. Today's going to be kind of a rough day. Well, it's going to be a good day, but it's going to be kind of rough at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to get started with this. I told you that I had court records from the Old Testament that shows that the Holy One of Israel, our King, even tells the fallen angels, which we call demons, what to do. They have a job. They are not footloose and fancy free down here. No. They are working and tricking to corral like grass the wicked ones that love this shit. They have a job to do. And they have all been given orders from the Most High. A couple of them, or I don't know if there's a couple of them, I know they were called to freaking court. Because they did not fill the order of the Most High. Let me tell you something before we go into this. I told you he wasn't some pretty little thing sitting over there looking like a woman. And he's not black in the Yahusha of Christ over there either. It is Yahuwah all by himself. And he is a warrior. He is terrible when he throws his anger on someone. You're either going to have his favor or you're not. He is the one who raises up kings and then lowers them down. We know that with Nebuchadnezzar. So we're going to go into his courtroom. And you're going to picture this because I'm going to turn it into something so visual by what it says. This is out of the Old Testament. But if you want to know how bad he is, go read Judges. It is the most violent that I've ever seen him. And don't read it in your American Bibles. It's been watered down and then watered down. Get out of it. They have severely been tampered with. And I'm going to explain that to you at the end of this video, but we're going to stay right here for right now. Go get a Hebrew Torah. I would even advise that you could read the fake Jews, complete Jewish Bible. It comes closer to reality on Yahuwah and what he is, how he thinks, how he speaks, than an American Bible will ever touch. Because they have to keep you in that illusion. But it's by your free will. But you need the evidence that they won't give you. So if you want to know how vicious he can be, go read Judges. I dare you. Who really runs shit? Let's find out. You're going to find this in Psalms 82. Psalms chapter 82. And Yahuwah has called court. And he has a council of judges that he judges. Now, your American Bibles will tell you they are gods, but we know better than that because we know there's only one true living God. We know this. These are judges. much like the corrupt ones we have down here. I'm sure we have some honest ones. I just haven't met one. But he has resources everywhere. So they are judges that Yahuwah judges. And he's called court. And he's called these fallen angels to court because they failed and were not doing the job that Yahuwah told them to do over the heathen nations, over the heathens. And so they're in court. And Yahuwah steps up and he said, how long will it take you to get justice to the ones that deserve it? He is going off on them. And then he looks at them and he says, nevertheless, you are going to die like mortals. You're going to die with princes. And that can only be from the 12 tribes. You're going to die with them when this is over. I'm going to destroy you. He demoted them of their mortality. Did you catch that? They are no longer going to live forever. Angels are immortal, and these are fallen angels. He took their immortality away from them. And then he took their assignment from them. He said, I'll go do it myself from this day forward. He punished them and sentenced them to death because they failed on an order. Boy, that ain't what we were taught. Well, see, there's a reason why we don't have devils around us over here. Because they know the law. And if they fear Yahuwah, you better damn sure be straight and sober-minded that they fear us, too. They don't want anything to do with us because they're not going to be dealing with us. They will be dealing with Yahuwah. And they can't get in or around us without Yahuwah sending them by his own order, his own words from his lips. We know that because Satan himself went to the courts. And Yahuwah looked at him, he said, you've been looking at my son Job? He knew immediately why he was there. So nothing sneaks past him either, and nothing takes him by surprise. But any of us that remember that story, he had to ask for permission for everything he wanted to do. And even then, there was a line drawn by Yahuwah. The only reason that they have power over you is because you're over there. I'm going to explain that to you at the end of this video. I told you I come to prosecute and defend him because they got family members of ours. And I need to get them awake. That's the only reason. They have jewels that Yah sent me to get. And when I left, I told everyone that I just disappeared. Probably about 4 or 5 years. I'll be back. I have to go find what he's telling me to look for. I'll be back for you. Yahuwah runs them. And if he has them on a choker chain, they can only go the distance that he allows. And they never jerk anymore to try to get where they're not supposed to be. Because that's what got them where they are today. And they will be destroyed when this is over. But until then, they will do and work Yah's plan. There are fallen angels that are locked up right now, waiting to be used in last days. That's why I said you got some shit coming. And you choose that over there, well, Kudos to you. Because you got some shit coming. There are Nephilim coming. But let's go back to those fallen angels. They are held in prison right now. And they're going to be used by Yahuwah to destroy this shit. Yahuwah did say, what these witches conjure up, I'm going to make it destroy them. It will backfire. Because, see, those devils know. Those demons know. But they're really fallen angels from different ranks. Because 1/3 was kicked out by Yahuwah and the other angels. And he will even punish them. Nevertheless, you're going to die with princes that wouldn't line up. I'm going to destroy you for what you've done. But thanks for helping me weed it out. Are you getting this? He runs it all. And nothing happens that he didn't order. Nothing. Yahuwah told me one time, he said, you know something? It's not the demons or the fallen angels that need to be reminded of who I am. It's man. And I believe that to be a fact. Did you know the angels asked Enoch to take a petition to court for them, that they might be accepted back by the Holy One of Israel? They wanted so bad to be back in his presence and everything that they came from. I can only imagine what this is like. I can only imagine. But they did. And Yahuwah said, no. You tell him I said no. And he did. There's so much that you don't know, and I'm going to give it to you. You can put it together for yourself. And I'm going to tell you something. Anything that I tell you, you can research it for yourself. Because I believe in studying. It's all I've ever done. I enjoy it. Because you get to see who he really is. Who you really belong to and who you really are. It's so beautiful. All the safety that you thought you had over there, you never had a shitting thing over there. In fact, they're telling you what's going to happen. They're telling you. And yet over here, listen, did you know that when he flooded the earth, do you know the book of YASHER'EL will always be my favorite book? That is when I got to see what he was just all about. And I'm going to bring that book to you, but I have to cover some things with you first. But did you know that before the flood, that Yahuwah loved his people so much that were righteous, that he put them to sleep before he did it? A sweet sleep. He took them. And it's so funny because over there, every one of his men, the 12, ironic, there's 12 disciples. You see, it's Satan's over there, mocking and trying to be like God, like Yah. But the 12 men over there that he had, they all died brutal deaths. Did you notice that shit? Did you notice that? I was like, well, fuck. What? I don't understand that. Because he promised to protect us. He can't. Because he's going against the Most High. Stick with me. You're going to get it at the end of this video. That's why I keep telling you that over there doesn't belong to us. Because all of Yahuwah's men over here in the Old Testament that were his, that the books are named after, the true prophets, they all either died a sweet death at a ripe old age and a rich life. Some of the prophets were taken right where they stood. They never even saw death. They were carried away. Elijah. Let's take him for example. You have to see the divide here. See, to those of us that are awake, we can see it plain as day. Especially if we had to spend a lot of time over there. We can see it. Let me ask you a question. And this is going to be the last day that I talk anything about that name. Unless he gives me something else. But let me tell you something. If you don't know anything about medieval Christianity, you need to sit your ass down and find out what you're into. It is idol worship. That's why he said y'all over there are going to think that you're fighting for the Most High, but you're actually fighting against him and you don't even fucking know it. But you're given information. You're being given evidence. So if you stay there, it's totally on you. But if you don't know anything about medieval Christianity, you better wake the fuck up. Because that's what you're in. Why do you think there's so many witches coming out and telling you Christians that JC, it doesn't just belong to you? When I saw the first video on YouTube that was saying that, I was like, wow, that'll wake them up. It didn't. Nope, it did not. Go find out about medieval Christianity and pray before you do it. Ask Yahuwah, show me the truth. Pull this veil. Give me a sound mind. And a sound mind in Hebrew means that you see things through his eyes and you understand them as he does. If any man lacks knowledge, let him come see me for it. Because he'll give you the wisdom to understand the knowledge that you're receiving. Because it's deep. And then go look into medieval Christianity and find out where you're at. For any of you that went and looked at the link I left on the other video about where these little branches came from, they came from the Vatican. So if you went and looked at that video, you know fully well what I'm saying. But you have to also understand that Pope Francis has a throne room. And he has JC up on this huge freaking wall with all kinds of demons swimming around at the bottom. I shit you not. And JC has his head to the side, and it has on the left side of his face, it has his face that they tried to get us to accept. But on the other side, on the right-hand side, there is a fallen angel that looks like a reptilian demon coming out. Which is what they look like now, because they got their beauty taken from them by Michael. Y'all said take their beauty, they're not taking that with them. They want to resemble a snake, make them look like one. That's why they look reptilian. It's coming right out the side of his face on the right side. On the right side. Explain that shit to me. This is what you worship. This is what you've given your soul, your life to. This is what you've given your children to. So I think it's fair that I just ask you to explain that to me. There is a demon coming out the side if anything fit, it is this. Just from that image, and you can go look at it yourself. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Because when you go look at it, you think, shit, this is what I'm praising? This is what I'm asking for stuff from? Yeah. Yes. Yes. It doesn't belong to us. And in medieval Christianity, the Second Testament is a flip. It's a flip to where they're making Satan the good guy, and the Holy One of Israel just treated him bad and took his throne. Y'all said, I'm going to create an illusion, and because of your black fucking heart, I'm going to cause you to believe it. That's word. That's his words. It is an illusion that he created to corral, like grass, them that love it. So when they tell you that the devil came down with great wrath, the only one coming down, and you even know this to be sure, is YAHUAH, the Holy One of Israel himself, because everybody fucking knows that. But they see him as the devil. Are you clicking this? You better get this shit. All you have to do is study. The internet has been given to us for you to wake up. The only one coming with great wrath that everybody knows about is the Most High, the big one, the big guy, the creator of everything in this earth and the landlord of it all. But yet they call him the devil. Never has it been recorded that he's coming down with great wrath. Not in the Old Testament, it's not. He's on a chain. We know that. All of us know that from Job. But they got him over there. Why does he have power over them? Because that belongs to him. That's what you're in. It's what you're serving. And that is what you will be given to. That's a lot to swallow. I know it is. I told you, I put 40 years into it. When I woke up to what it was, I just vomited. I couldn't believe it. Just fucking couldn't believe it. And I think the only thing that saved me was him telling me what he said. I put you over there because I need you to be a witness so that we can get the rest of our jewels. That's the only reason that he and I are doing this, is because some of our family members are still in there. Give them up. And they're going to make their own decision. And the father and I are cool with that, as long as they get the evidence to go along with their decision. That's fair. You're in so much danger you have no idea. But that's what the Second Testament is. Did you know that the gospel means great news about military victory? I would advise you to look up the Flavian dynasty. Some of our Hebrews that knew the secrets, all kinds of stuff, knew the Torah, went with them, and that's who wrote your books. But they are trickery, and they changed some of it in the Old Testament. But like I said, he'll tell you what you'll just know. Oh, this is a lie right here. And all this information is out there for you. It took me a long time to get it, to give it to you. You have a fire kindling underneath your ass that you had no idea was there. And this is something I want you to think about. You always ask JC to forgive your sins. The only way to get your sins forgiven for the whole year is the Day of Atonement. That's what it's for. Everything that you broke the law on, that what you did on purpose, you're going to get punished. We don't get to play over here. We have to keep those laws. We don't mind it. They're not hard. But every time you broke the law on the Day of Atonement, you fast and you give up your phone and everything. It's all about paying for that sin. And then you go through another year. That's why the Passover is a 12-month covenant of nothing but blessings that they tried to play you on to get an offering. That ain't how you're going to get it. I don't give a fuck if you empty your bank account. This is something you cannot buy because he's not for sale. You can't get those blessings of the Passover unless you have the Passover and honor it with him on his date. And the false Jews don't have it. Did you know that? So you imagine how much sin you have built up on you. In the Most High's eyes, which is the only one that matters. But you got to think about it. It's a beautiful illusion. I understand why he did it. I understand. Because you have people over there. I had a pastor tell me, you really need to come and give a word in my church because I'm not real faithful to my wife and I don't like a cheating man. You are disgusting to me. But every time I go to my mistress's bed, grace meets me at the door. And I told him, you are the epitome of a pile of shit. You are the most disgusting thing that could ever be standing before my eyes right now. And if I ever see your fucking wife, I will tell her about this conversation. But you are disgusting. It's for people like that. He said, I'm going to corral your ass like grass and I'm going to get rid of you. If you think I'm playing, you better get in these books. I promise you, I won't repeat anything that he hasn't repeated. And there used to be this series on, I had to watch it like 15 freaking times because there was always something different in there he was trying to show me. Like that the king, Henry, rewrote your Lord's Prayer and your 10 Commandments. Allegedly. This is in this series of the Tudors. That's how he woke me up to my words have been tampered with. The ways that he teaches you is just awesome. But there was a scene in there And this Christian was going to this high upper on Henry's council, and he was talking about the 12 disciples, and we have to make Christianity the number one. And he said, personally, I don't believe in any of it. There's no evidence. And second, I think that all the disciples never even existed. They were just made up stories for political gain. They have to tell you the fucking truth. Yah's not going to have it any other way. And for those that are waking up, they will get the breadcrumbs in their season. But they have to tell you the truth. And this man just told you the truth. And they put it in the series. I was blown away. Because when I heard him, I ran it back. And I was already in the land of learning that thing with Yahuwah. That's what our classroom study was about, that I had with him. I was blown away. And then lo and behold, that's exactly what it was. That whole story was nothing but for political gain. That is Caesar's God over there. It's the world's God. You better look into who you're serving. And I overheard her say Christianity is the only true religion. Yeah. I didn't say a word because I didn't like her. But when it comes, you better believe I'm going to be grinning in her face. He wants people like that. That's what it was designed for. It is an illusion. It is a trap. And I know some of you are sitting there like, what in the fuck is happening to me? It's a good thing. He's saving you. If he was leaving you over there and you were still okay with it, you're not chosen. Many are invited. Believe that shit. But few are chosen by him. That's why there's only 144,000 that are first fruits going to walk into this. And he said about the tribe of Yehudah over in that right now, they are stiff-necked people. They are hard-headed. And I'm going to leave them there. I'm going to leave them there. Go look. Go look. Everything I've spoke to you is the truth. And every time I get on here with you, I study and I ask him, Father, please go with me. Please go with me because I forget things. I haven't skipped a beat, baby. He's going to send other kings into this Babylon. He said, I will not give her one day past she's been given. You better wake the fuck up. Because they're coming in here to deliver his jewels out. You better research, baby. And you better understand what's coming. They lied to you. And when they come over here, they will know that they are the service at the service of the nation of Hebrew royalty over here. And from the other three corners of the earth, you better look for it, baby. Because it's coming, he already told you. And when I was studying that, I kept hearing him saying, it ain't going to go the way they're telling you. It ain't going to go the way they're over there saying it. And I went and made a record with my family. I don't know what that means, but just remember it. And then he gave it to me. That's what I didn't have in the dreams. He woke me up so I could tell you what's coming. And it ain't coming for us. Those FEMA camps were built for who he's corralling and keeping in that illusion, because he said, I'm going to make you believe it. I don't want you so bad. I do not want you so bad that I'm going to make you believe this shit so I can destroy you. So I'm going to give you that to think about. Because after today, I'm not going to speak anymore about that name or that faith, because I've given you everything you need. I want to show you who he is. How beautiful. The things that he's done for us that are recorded that you have no fucking idea what they kept from you. And to the princes of Yehudah, you are so adored, you just have no idea what you're stepping aside on. This world cannot give you anything. It's already yours. You just don't know it. But like he said, 400 years, yeah, that's a fucking choice. You better think about that. Because after this, it'll be eternity. He's through. He's through. And I can only come like Samuel and tell you what he said. And Saul, if you don't listen, you're going to hoodwink yourself. The best part about it is everything that he speaks to me that I prophesied to you about, it's already written. It's already co-signed by him. So you have some decisions to make. But I won't revisit this, and I won't retry it again. And if you go and search medieval Christianity, find out where this came from, it will lead you out. I'm just trying to break it down for you so you'll know what you're reading. Because that's why they make it so confusing over there, so that you just don't get it and they keep you out of the Old Testament and the books of the secrets. I want to take you someplace else. I want to show you some things that are going to blow your mind about him. I hope this video blessed you. I really do. And there are so many accounts in the Old Testament where he tells these demons what they are going to do. Or I'm going to smash you where you stand. He doesn't play. He's not like what they said over there. When I tell you the things he's done for me, I'm going to make you cry. Because you just won't believe it. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to show him to you. I'm going to wipe that from your fucking memory and bring you some real reality truth about him. Because without him, you're naked and your children are naked. And I have to make you understand that. So today, I had to come kind of hard to get you in here to let you see where you are and what they lied about. You've been hoodwinked, baby. But you stick with me, and I promise you, you will never fucking be tricked again. Because I can get you to him. We're the elite. And we know something they don't. We know something they don't. The secret to this life is the Holy One of Israel. You better get that. Father, thank you for everything. Thank you for a way of escape. Thank you for a way to safety. I remember how I used to study so hard because I was going to go and save them all until I got a chance to talk to them. And I was like, thank you for the illusion, because they're sick. And they do wicked shit. Trap them. Anything that doesn't love you, Yah, I say the prayers of your King David that you put over us, that you chose. Destroy every single one of them and wipe them from the face of this earth. And let everything praise the name of Yahuwah and all his works. Because you deserve it, Yah. You are the best father a girl could ever ask for. Do you know that, big guy? And I thank you for the opportunity to make you smile. I adore you, Father. You are my heart. You are the most precious thing that I own. In your name, Yahuwah. Hallelujah. Yahoo! Yahoo! Yahuwah! Well, family, I hope that you sit and just simmer with this stuff, but please go research. Because everything I tell you is going to be the truth. You can be assured of that. Each one of us women are the mothers of Israel. Do you know that? And that's one thing you can count on me to be, whether I birthed you or not. I can get you to him. I know the way home. You have a blessed day in the name of Yahuwah. And I love and adore all of you. And I will see you. I'm coming home. I'm coming